So it's very important for students to kind of understand not everything has the same environment as them being in the university per se. Once they're out in the real world, there are specific experiences that they have to potentially go into and experience for themselves. One is an important thing that I've continuously advised students is, and engineers tend to be very or known to be introverts, looking at what they do and do best. But it's very important for students to understand that it's not necessarily the IQ that is very important, but also the emotional intelligence that comes with it. You deal with other individuals, you deal with different cultures. In order for it to be a successful engineer, you have to understand and put yourself in other people's positions and understand the soft aspects associated with doing work. That is absolutely paramount to you really being a good engineer. There's a success of an individual is never done alone. They're done with a team. They're done with collaborating with others. And in order for you to be successful, you have to make the other people around you very successful. That's one advice that I would truly like to give to students. We can't all have aspirations to work in oil and gas facilities. And for us, most engineers always have this ideal world where they're going to graduate and working in oil and gas. I mean, oil and gas, there is elements of a saturation with employment right now as for young Qataris. I've seen that firsthand myself. I mean, going into companies and seeing a lot of consolidation should really be a good sign for Qataris to, as they're studying, not necessarily target oil and gas facilities per se, but other disciplines that could benefit them quite substantially. For instance, fluid dynamics and in HVAC, that's actually paramount to this region. We ourselves as Qatar itself, we've taken from the grid a good 1 billion kilowatt hours of energy. That's equivalent to about 600 million tons of CO2. And that meets the 2030, all 4 pillars is met by actually us doing that. So that's something that I would really advise the students to look beyond just oil and gas. Maybe they can use oil and gas as what I would say a means to an end. Oil and gas have developed structured in place for career development. And given my extensive experience around the world and here locally in Qatar, I've been able to garner as much experience from that and use it. And now I'm being put as a CEO of Qatar, and I've used everything that I've actually been experienced and I've got from oil and gas and putting it into good use in other industries. And it's worked wonderfully. So that's some advice that I would like to give to the students of Texas A&m. Students should not fear of making mistakes, learning from them. Yes, cry, sob, be angry, but at the end of the day, just go forward. You know, as a leader, you're going to face really tough times, and you as a leader really have to have a tough skin. People are going to criticize you. People are going to say, you can't do this and you can't do that. But you have to have a very strong fortitude, push through these, go to the next level. Don't let that fester, don't let that beat you up and you giving up at a very young age. Keep on going. It's not going to be easy, and you have an obligation not to yourself but to this society and to the nation as a whole in Qatar to really succeed and make this country a better place to live.